And I will put out videos in the middle of the night, early in the morning, whenever need be with this. This is going to be a destructive hurricane. It is coming our way. The news has not been better as we've gone through the day. This is already impacting Haiti. We know that, parts of the DR. It is headed right toward Jamaica. High likelihood of a direct hit as this moves in. So we're going to see a direct hit from what looks to be a major hurricane. Category 3, Category 4, Category 5. It is coming in. There's nothing that's really going to shift it big one way or another. With that, the heavy rain band's already starting for some of us. Others, like I said, it's kind of like, what storm? Nothing's coming yet. It's going to be a while as this gradually progresses. The unfortunate thing is how slow it is moving, and of course how powerful it is going to get. So we need to get to those safe locations. Eastern sections of Jamaica. You want to get in those safe locations where you're going to ride out the storm sooner than later, if you could do that tonight, or at the very latest, the first thing for tomorrow, because the conditions are only going to get worse, and then western zones will be getting into our safe spots as we get into tomorrow as well. Of course, if local officials are trying to shift people away from areas, they have reason to do so. Listen to local officials and, of course, friends, family that have gone through systems before. This one could be the biggest. It looks to be one of the biggest hurricanes, if not the strongest, to hit Jamaica, at least on record. So again, thank you for helping others get to safety. Now, as this moves in, we're looking at it strengthening further into that major hurricane. What does that mean? Well, that does mean weaker structures. There would be complete structure failure. That would mean weaker homes that are built weaker or older could collapse in the eye wall where this comes on shore. Windows, doors can be blown out in these scenarios. We've seen that in storms. We've seen that in Beryl. So again, we've had recent history of these storms doing that. As this rapidly intensifies and moves in, as far as roofs go, we could have 80% of Jamaica homes with roof damage, and that's what I've seen in historical storms, and I've seen in scenarios like this, and where at least half could have a complete roof failure. So that's why I mentioned getting into those safe locations. Those are the things we could do right now. This is a lot of scary stuff, no doubt, but this is coming our way, and before this fully gets here, we could do these things, help each other, get to some safe locations best we can, and ride out this storm. Power will be out for weeks, potentially longer, especially if this turns out to be a Category 5. Roads will be washed away with a significant rain. We're going to see mudslides in spots. We've been highlighting this together for days and days, and that means some communities will be isolated. It will be difficult to get in touch with some loved ones as we go forward with this, as the power goes out, and then communities kind of get cut off if we have roads that kind of get washed away. We've been seeing that in southern parts of Haiti with the very heavy rain. So again, seeking the safest spot possible. That is the best thing to do. And these storms are very scary. We know about that, right? So with that, it is always better to do with others if you can. Think of others that may be alone in this. And recovery in these storms will take a while. Jamaica bounces back, no doubt, a very resilient country, but it may take a while with a system like this that will be moving in, and so very powerful. And again, we'll watch out for the changes and continue, you know me, hope for the best. We hope we get some good changes, but as of now, this is moving our way as a powerful hurricane, and slowly. That means very high rain totals. I want to show you that. The inland flooding, the coastal flooding with the surge, and then we'll cover what happens next as well. This is going to start to impact us in spots of Jamaica tonight. I'll show you that specifically. We'll go day by day in this video, and then it just gets worse through Monday into Tuesday. That's how long this is going to take. Then Wednesday, this will be giving us hurricane impacts as we swing back toward eastern Cuba, and then in the southeastern sections of the Bahamas and even the Turks and Caicos, tropical storm to hurricane conditions as this continues to work its way back into the Atlantic. With that, with this up and around pattern that continues to filter in the heavy and the life-threatening rain for parts of the Dominican Republic, but especially Haiti. And again, right along the peninsula, where we're going to see conditions get even worse over the next 24 hours. Jacmel back toward the west. That's where the worst weather and rock slides and flooding are going to be. We have teams on the ground that continue to get the word out. Hopefully folks are in safe spots as we go forward. Jamaica, we have that small window now. The window's pretty much closed as far as getting ready, but if you can get to your safe spot, that would be the best thing to do as this moves in. All indications are that this is a major hurricane. Because it's moving so slowly, it's going to feed off the water. It will become that major hurricane with winds of at least 130 miles per hour. It is going to grow in size. We're looking at this becoming about 645 kilometers wide, so that's about 400 miles wide. Now that's how big it will be. It's going to be a large system. The hurricane winds won't extend out as far, but the hurricane winds could extend for the entirety of Jamaica, especially if this comes right up through the middle. Then this will work its way over toward eastern Cuba and then make its way toward the Bahamas and near the Turks and Caicos. And I'll keep an eye on Bermuda down the road. I've got everyone covered. I track storms from start to finish on this channel. So we'll be doing that with this. Now let's get into tonight. As this hurricane continues to intensify, we're going to see those rain bands working in, especially in our eastern sections. This here covers the winds, and then I'll get to the rain. Now, as I mentioned, some of us tonight, what storm? Not a whole lot's going on. Falmouth, watching over toward Montego Bay South as well, Black River, watching again just a breeze that is around. Heavier action starts to pick up right near the bay, swinging back toward Kingston, over toward Milk River. That's where we're going to continue to see tonight some of those heavier bands moving in, with some winds starting to get to tropical storm force about 50 miles per hour. Then tomorrow, we're